Very good morning, girls. Let us continue from the topic yesterday where I stopped. Today we are going to study the leftover functions of a political party which we stopped yesterday. So political parties, we studied two functions of a political party yesterday. That is, one is selection of candidates. The second one is the policies and programs. Now third we are going to study is the law making function of the political party. A political party is actually involved in a law making process when the party is the ruling party. When the political party is a ruling party, definitely they enjoy majority in Lok Sabha and most probably in Rajya Sabha too. When they enjoy majority in Lok Sabha, they try to implement the policies and program as a law of the country. So law making process is definitely done by a political party. Law making process is nothing but whatever the aspirations. For example, presently the BJP government or the NDA government, that's National Democratic Alliance government, last year they abolished Article 370 of Indian Constitution. Article 370 of Indian Constitution was giving a special status to Jammu and Kashmir, which was totally abolished from the Constitution, and now Jammu and Kashmir is just like any other state or union territory in India. So abolition of Article 370 is definitely a law, and that abolition of Article 370 was one of the promise which is given by the BJP during the election rally. They said that if we definitely come to power, definitely we will abolish the Article 370. So they implemented as a law. So laws are passed in the parliament. Parliament means Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, that is central parliament. Laws are passed in the parliament or in legislature. The very function of a legislature is to legislate. That is the function of a legislature. Legislate is nothing but law making. The ruling party introduced legislation which should be approved by the parliament. So who introduced the bill in the parliament? The introduction of bill in the parliament is done by the ruling party. What is bill and a law? The first stage of every law is called as a bill. If bill is introduced, when a bill is introduced in Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, the bill has to undergo various stages. Introduction stage, first reading, second reading, committee stage, report stage, third reading. Various stages a bill has to go. Once the bill has successfully gone through all these stages in Lok Sabha, then the bill will definitely undergo the same process in Rajya Sabha. If the bill is approved in Lok Sabha and bill is approved in Rajya Sabha, signed by the President of India, then the bill is called as law. So there is a difficult process of a bill becoming a law, which I explained in your previous class. The both ruling party and opposition parties take active participation in law making procedure. So what is the law making procedure? Definitely you may be watched several times in the TV where opposition parties are shouting very badly against or shouting in a very high voice against the ruling party when the ruling party introduces a law in the parliament. So it's very common that the opposition parties also definitely actively participate by trying to gather the opinion of the people against a law, against a bill which the ruling party wanted to pass. Now take for example NEEP, that is New Education Policy. Regarding New Education Policy also, the ruling party wanted to introduce the New Education Policy. Already the cabinet is approved this. Now the ruling, you may be, whenever you are watching in TV, definitely several political parties, they may be arguing against the New Education Policy. So here, even a ruling party which is taking very active participation in a passing of a law, but opposition party also definitely takes active participation in a passing of a law. So both ruling party and opposition parties take very active participation in passing of law. Let us move to the next, that is the fourth, to form and run the government. Now let us understand how to form a government. A political party which contests for election, if a political party succeeded in winning 272 seats in Lok Sabha, that is 272 seats in MP Lok Sabha, definitely that political party got majority. The majority party, that is 50% plus 1, that majority party, two-third majority plus 1, that is 272 seats, that political party definitely can form the government. In case if a single party fail to get that majority or the magic number, that is 272 seats, then two or more than two political parties make a coalition or a group. This coalition also can claim for a form of government. You have seen in the present recently in Maharashtra, almost 6-7 months back. You have seen in Maharashtra where Congress and Shiv Sena, they combine together and they claim, and definitely they are now running the government in Maharashtra. This is coalition politics. Here what we say, two or more than two political parties come together and they reach their magic number of majority. Form and run the government. Political party which succeed in getting required majority will form the government. A political party which is succeeded in getting that magic number, that is 272 seats in Lok Sabha, they definitely form the government. Forming government is nothing but the party leader will become the Prime Minister of India, or who will decide he will be the Prime Minister of India. Then several ministers will be there. All these are called formation of government. The ministers from various departments run the government. Top leadership in the ruling party will be the chief executive decision making body. So, leader of the party or whomever the party decides, he will become the Prime Minister of India, and other important leaders definitely take the role of ministers, like we have Home Minister, Defense Minister, all other ministers. Sorry boys, there is a power cut, wait. Sorry, there is power failure. It's not under my control. Let us move to the next topic, that is role of opposition party. Whenever a party wins the required majority, that party is declared as a ruling party. Now what happens to the party which got next to highest seat? Because out of 545 seats, only one party can attain that, one party can attain that majority. The next party, the party which got next to highest seat, that will be declared as ruling party. Which is a ruling party, opposition party. Which is a ruling party in India today, that is National Democratic Alliance, NDA, and which is an opposition group, that is UPA, United Progressive Alliance, led by Congress. Ruling party, National Democratic Alliance, led by BJP. Role of opposition party. The opposition parties always try to bring out the wrong decisions of the government, and they blame the government and arrange demonstrations or movements against the ruling party. So, political party play a very important role as opposition party. As an opposition party, always political parties try to gather the opinion of the people against the policies of the government. So, whenever the policies of the governments are implemented, the opposition party try to pinpoint the drawbacks of the policy, and not only try to pinpoint the drawback of the policy, they gather people. You have seen whenever the petrol price or LPG price or the gas price is increased, you can see huge dharna or demonstrations or which are going, which are demonstrated generally we are seen on the roads and all. So every opposition party try to demonstrate, try to show their power by gathering or collecting opinion of the people, and they show the demonstration and they make the mass movement. These mass movements are generally against the opposition party. So opposition party, against the ruling party. So opposition party also takes very active participation in the process of national democracy. So whenever we speak about democratic process, ruling party is very important because they form the government and run the government and make the law. Opposition party also actively participate in finding mistakes of the ruling party and gather opinion so that they win the next election. Opposition party mobilize the people against the government, which help them to win elections in the future. So opposition party try to bring out the negative points of the government. So by bringing out negative points of the government, they try to win the election, next election, that is the coming election. Sixth one, public opinion, shaping the public opinion. What is called public opinion? Public opinion is nothing but opinion of the people is called as public opinion. How people form an opinion? Today it's very easy to form a public opinion. Why? Because today we have various mass media which is very active in the country. Like we have TV, we have mobiles, we have social medias like WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We have a number of platforms where every day we will come across one or other policy aspects of the government. So it is very easy that if a political party want to form opinion against a ruling party, they can do it through the public platforms. Public platforms in the sense we are talking about mass media, that is TV, very important in mass media. Definitely now we are talking too much about social media, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter. These are all very powerful mass media. Definitely they create an opinion. Take for example, you and me, we are may not directly contacted with Prime Minister Modi, but whenever Modi ji or a government Prime Minister makes some policy and programs, how we will come to know? That is through the mass media. Political parties are generally having a large support base and they also supported by the pressure groups. Every political party, they have their own pressure groups. For example, BJP got their pressure group called BMS, Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh. Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh is a group of employees in the various sectors of India. Means railway union, railway employees who support BJP, they come under Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh, that is BMS. Students in India, those students who got a affiliation towards BJP, they join ABVP, Akhila Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad. So every political party like NSUI, National Students Union of India, SFI, Students Federation of India, there are every political party, BJP, Congress, JDS, CPI, every political party definitely have their own pressure groups. What is the purpose of pressure group? The very name itself says pressure group brings pressure on the government. Pressure groups definitely bring pressure on the government to change the policy. So every political party supports and maintains a pressure group, and these pressure groups launch the movement. Parties launch movements for the resolution of problems faced by the people. Public opinion is very important in a democracy. So public opinion is very important in a democratic form of government. Let us move to the next. Welfare measures or schemes. Every political party have to maintain some kind of welfare programs. So many political parties has direct contact with the people in the local levels. People can directly contact with the leaders and solve their problems. A political party which maintains good social base is always considered as best party and easily win the election. Whenever a political party, how it is called support base. The top leadership of the party, they always keep in touch with the local active members of the party. The local active members of the party, they visit allotted particular place for them, and not only they visit that allotted place and they try to campaign or try to speak about the success or the policies of their political parties. So every political party should have a strong support base. Take for example, if some mishap, accident or some kind of disaster happen in a village, definitely within 1 or 2 hours you can see all political party members or some leaders, top leaders will come, or the local leaders will come and speak to that people and try to solve the problem. Why they make? Because every political party wanted to show that we are with you. That is what we see. They wanted to meet the problems of the local. So every political party tried to solve the problem in a local level by taking the support of the local party leaders. Whenever the party is succeeded in arranging the local party leaders, that party is generally considered as base level party which is considered or which is easy to win the election. That is what we say. A political party which maintains good base is always considered best and easy to win the election. So till now we studied demonstrations, strikes and all those things. There is a picture here. Categorize these photographs by the functions of a political parties illustrated. Find one photograph or a news clipping from your own area, each of the functions. Take for example 1. Activists of BJP Mahila Morcha demonstrating against hike of policy of onion and LPG in Visakhapatnam. You see the onion price, when the onion price is increased, LPG price is increased, the BJP Mahila Morcha, they are went under, they gone for a strike. You see she is wearing a chain of onion, this lady is carrying a LPG gas and they do demonstration against the government. Ministry distribute rupees 1 lakh check to the huge victims family of death. You can see here the minister is distributing check. Recently there was an air crash in Kozhikode. The government of India declared 10 lakh rupees as a relief to the person who, next to the kin of a person who was died in an accident. Third, activists of CPI, CPM, ONG, JDS take rally in Bhubaneswar to protest against the POSCO, the Korean steel company, for being permitted by the state government. So here, what is the third? That is in Bhubaneswar. The people protest, the various political parties protest against the government decision of allowing a Korean company to start the steel project. So these are very common aspects which you come across. So like that, definitely you can write few examples of your own area where the political parties protested against the ruling party or the policies against the ruling party. Now let us move to the next topic, that is the need for a political party. Before moving to this topic, let me quickly go through the functions of a political party. A political party got defined functions which we studied. What are the functions of a political party? The first one is selection of candidates. Second, every political party should have policies and programs. Okay. The third important function of a political party is law-making function. So law-making function is the third. Another important function of a political party is nothing but to form and run the government. Okay. The next important political party function of a political party to work for the welfare of the people, and another last important function of a political party to formulate or to organize or formulate the public opinion, that is opinion of the people. So every political party actually involve all these above said functions. Now many times you may be thought that why we need all these political parties. There are n number of political parties in India, and all these political parties divide the people into various fragments. So can we run a country or a democratic country without a political party? This is the question. That is what we say. What is the need of a political party? Need for a political parties. In a representative democracy, political parties play a major role in the formation of government. India is a representative democracy. Representative is nothing but people elect their representatives. These representatives run the government. That's why it is called as representative democracy. So in a representative democracy, party is compulsory. In a large democracy, political parties allow popular participation, make policy, fulfill need of the people. So in a large democracy, political parties are compulsory. In India, country like India, we cannot run the government without political parties. Imagine if every 545 members contested as independent candidates, and how to form the government? It's not possible to form the government. So in a large democracies like in India, we need political parties. Non-party election cannot be possible in a large democracy. Independent candidates, independent candidates can be contested only in the local elections, but not in the state and national elections. One or two, they win, that's a different story. But imagine if everyone is an independent candidate, then how to form the government? So it is not possible. So in a representative democracy, in a country like India where representative run the government, definitely we need political party. So without political party, it is not possible to run the government. So with this I completed, which are the topics I completed. Meaning of a political party. Meaning of a political party means a political party is a group, organized group of people. The main purpose of a political party is to contest election. We also studied about the elements of the political parties or the components of the political party. Which are the components of a political party? The components of political parties: leaders, active members and followers. Later we also studied about the function of political parties. What are the major functions of political parties we studied, and at the same time we also studied why we need political parties. Why we need political parties? Because in a large democracies or in a representative democracies like India, we need political parties. Without political parties, running government or forming government is not possible. So with this we completed first half of the chapter. Next we studied about types of party system. In that we studied one party system, two party system, multi-party system. Then we study about national parties and the regional parties. Then we will also study about how to improve the party scenarios in India, how to improve the process of or system of election in India. So those are all leftover topics in this chapter. I repeat once again, please write down the notes. Please, it's your duty, you have to do it. So write down the notes, write down all these points which I have displayed in my PowerPoint presentation. Take care. I will definitely come with the next topic in the next classes. So take care, stay safe and take care of yourself and your health. Be happy and healthy. Thank you.